Do you have any questions?
I've been doing my best to carry out actions of love and live each day with thankfulness. Yet illness and misfortune do not cease from one to the next. What on earth am I to do about it?
There are many people for whom unfortunate events do not easily disappear even though they continue to do good deeds, but it is nothing to be anxious about. This is a process through which the people themselves, or else their families and relatives, progress forward. In other words, the bad karma accumulated through previous lifetimes, either by the person or by his or her ancestors, reveals itself clearly on the surface during the time allotted to that person. These manifestations are vanishing away, one after the other, as soon as they appear. Since, in addition to the physical world, a human being also lives in subconscious and spiritual worlds, it is better for the happiness of that person, and his or her ancestors or descendants, to erase as much disharmonious karma from past lifetimes as possible while one lives in the physical world, where hardships are the lightest. This is why it sometimes happens that the more good deeds one does, the more misfortunes manifest themselves. But these are not real misfortunes. It is merely that misfortunes from the subconscious world have manifested themselves early. If the misfortunes were kept latent for a longer period of time, they would emerge at some future time at a magnitude several times greater than what the person is suffering now. Therefore, you must firmly believe that whatever misfortunes may manifest themselves, your disharmonious karma, and that of your ancestors, will completely vanish away through this manifestation. There is absolutely no reason for God to ever give misfortunes to people who do good deeds. I clearly declare that this never happens. So, after reflecting in depth upon your thoughts and actions, if you can believe that there was nothing wrong in them, you should be positively convinced that your misfortunes are the disappearing manifestations of karma, and that from now on your life will definitely get better. This kind of courage, itself, is prayer. This is what uplifts and saves you and your surroundings. You might be wondering whether people who do not encounter much misfortune in this lifetime will suffer in the subconscious world. This is not necessarily so. People who have accumulated good deeds in previous lifetimes do not run into much misfortune in this lifetime. Also, there are also people who do not seem to have much talent, yet are endowed with unexpected financial power and spend their whole lives happily, both in appearance and in actuality. Because these are the results of shining causes from previous lifetimes, there is no reason to assume that these people will suffer after they move to the subconscious world. In addition to the karmic causes from previous lifetimes, a human being's thoughts and actions in this present world, the phenomenal world, determine the course of this life. And they also form a deep connection with the person's future destiny. In any case, if you can sense that a human being is, in truth, spirit, and is a free, unrestricted being who is not mired in karma, and if you reach a state where you are never influenced by any karmic movements, phenomenal misfortunes will suddenly disappear and will never appear again. You will then be able to enter the divine world that surpasses karmic cycles of death and rebirth.